we will just as easily fight each other as we'll fight you.
I
think
pushed
it was
this
for
live.
us too.
I pushed this live like 2 seconds ago. So just give me the heads.
Oh, we're live.
Just
I pushed
audio
this
live too.
I
There was
pushed this
a-
live like 2 seconds ago. So just give me the
I'm
heads.
still showing up as offline, so
Oh, we're live.
just
I
audio.
pushed
There we
this
go. Now we're live.
I pushed this live like.
Hey, stream. I'm hearing nothing from stream.
I was.
I am
I'm
hearing
all-
your keyboard.
Were you hearing my keyboard?
That was me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was hearing
right.
a keyboard.
My mechanical keyboard goes clickety clack, clickety clack.
Yeah, so does mine. So yeah, I'm honestly hearing nothing on the stream.
Oh, God.
Someone may have heard.
So what are you guys gonna do for our video, like portraits?
Oh, we got it. Don't worry. I just stole the crucible thing and just put it in there.
Oh,
So.
okay, that's tamer than I was expecting.
What did you think it was gonna be? Like two?
I don't
like a
know,
sack-
but I've seen some of the things that we come up with.
Okay,
like
for
a-
some reason I can. Oh, fuck.
like
My
a-
bad. My laptop or my tablet was muted, so I missed the last 30 seconds of anything that was said.
Nothing important.
No. I'm pretty sure
Well, I
they.
can kind of ask a Anything that question. was said.
Listen, I can hear us on the stream live. I'm pretty sure they can hear us on the stream live. So,
All right, I don't know what's going
Give me a
on
link
there.
and I'll check it.
much like my audio is probably an issue on your side, it's probably something on your side. Windows-
Just want to point out that this is the level of professionalism you can expect from people from Lips Elements.
Oh no, I'm
Salt
fine.
water in your computers.
It's his PC. Mine's fine. I have a very expensive computer. It's not. It works.
I mean, just because you paid a lot of money doesn't mean you got a good deal.
Oh no, I built it myself. I know what I'm doing.
Damn it, you're supposed to go with the kayfabe, you idiot.
No, take pride in what I do. I don't do a lot of things great, but I do a couple things, and this is one of.
No fucking way. That can't be legit. Someone just posted a code for a Fantasia in shout chat in Uldahn.
Yeah, we don't get. We don't get that.
Yeah, there's no fucking way that's real.
There's no damage from putting it in.
It's true.
Well, it's Tablecloth is the person that did it. That's the only reason.
I think I have to restart to get the audio, so screw it, we're going without it.
Yeah,
Oh hey,
I'm
Akmorn
su-
mentioned us.
yeah. I'm sure if anybody, Chili would let us know. If anybody was gonna let us know our shit was fucked up, Chili and Akmor would let us know our shit was fucked up. So
I like
I'm
the
also-
gift that she added.
I'm also,
That's
yeah,
pretty great.
I'm also recording locally. So, all right, gonna mute.
Especially now that Akmorn's retweeting and mentioning us.
Yeah.
Like we finally hit a certain level as a podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna now. Speaking of, hi. So speaking of hitting levels as a podcast, I'm gonna mute you guys so I can actually start the show.
Okay.
Today is Sunday, May 14th, 2017. This is episode 37 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Flattest and Shinder.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Flattest, and with me, as always, this host is looking to date a ninja because he's a gold digger. It's Shin.
I gotta give you that one.
Alright. These hosts are using alternative facts to write fake news. It's Bahamut and Sephiroth of the Crucible.
You just had together, didn't you?
Listen. Nothing we publish is fake. It's all real.
All right, alternative facts.
Alternative
Do our
facts.
research.
I mean,
Just because you're afraid to hear the truth doesn't make it not the truth.
to be fair, I don't know why I need goad either. I play a white mage. Who needs DP?
But you don't say that.
You don't say that. Y'all don't say that, right? Can't do that. No.
Don't make me call my wizard.
Get in touch with your wizard.
I really need to take that soundboard away.
No, you don't.
Nah, I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into it. All right. So, as always, we are recruiting for our FC on Famfrit. The Garuda Gang FC, it has been growing recently, ever more so. Now that I push it on the show, our people in our FC are actually pushing out and gathering people as well. One of the people we recruited one of their friends to come play with us. So it's all happening.
It's like the greatest pyramid scheme of all time.
Yeah, my Ponzi schemes don't involve money; they just involve people. Just getting lots of people.
Well, you can sell people for money.
It's true. That's slavery.
Not in Windsor.
So does that mean that you have what, like 40 FC members? Is that like 50% of Famfrit's population?
Ooh.
No, we have maybe like 60% of Famfrit's population, and it's only about like 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's getting better every day. Listen, sooner or later, I'm gonna just get people to drink Kool-Aid. But since we always use hashtag not a cult, I'm not legally, I can't get arrested. Something like that.
I don't know.
Right?
Akmar in chat there is Flattest confirmed for human traffickings.
She sounds pretty reputable.
Let's be real. You seem to have less of a grasp of the law than we, and that's saying a lot. Also, I would like to point out for our listeners, I'm Sephiroth. This is not my regular voice.
He's just dying.
I don't normally sound like human death.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we slipped poison into the drinks.
I don't take kindly to assassination attempts.
Yeah. If you ever wonder what it's like to lose a bet against Robon, that's what it sounds like.
Oh shit!
That's
pretty good.
I'll let you figure that out. So, all right, we do have some news. The fan site kit updated again with some new Stormblood screenshots. So if you're looking to spruce up your background for some Stormblood, they also added Twitter background like headers. So I grabbed one today, put Xenos up on my personal Twitter account. He looks like the symbol for like a heavy Finnish metal band. It's great. It's got like long white flowing hair a little bit coming out of this metal helmet. It's pretty good. It's pretty great. Going for it.
I very much like that they added mommy on there.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this on this podcast.
The inquisitive interviewer of me wants to know who mommy is.
Well, we know that the mommy of darkness is Luna Vox.
Yeah, that's canon. I made that happen. So who's mommy in your eyes?
It's what's her face with the long cigarette that I want her to use to burn me.
Oh, okay.
Why does it always come down this?
The safer is Magpie. Dome and
This
Magpie.
is still pretty tame for the start of our podcast.
Yeah. I mean, welcome to Maelstrom Radio.
Don't challenge him.
Sunday nights. We don't really normally do Sunday nights because that's the night we talk about BDSM, and so you're in for a treat tonight. Yeah. All right. So they're also they sent out an update about the Trials of Bahamut. You can still get early bird ticket pricing going on right now. So if you are interested in going to the Trial of Bahamut, go get your early bird ticket. It's cheaper, and then go try to escape a room or Dalamud or whatever that they're gonna make you escape, or inside Bahamut. Maybe it eats you.
I
and you have
learned
to
you
escape.
can't escape Dalamud.
I kind of like the idea of going just so I can cough on all the Ishgard fans.
Yeah. Oh,
I heard
I want-
Yoshi P couldn't make it out.
just couldn't get out.
Just bring the plague to Gridania.
A friend of mine says that the company doing this, it may be the same company that did the Legend of Zelda one. I hope it's not, because I heard that was a bust. So I may be. Oh no. All right. Let's also up on the news. Letter of the Producer Live 36 is going to happen next Monday around, was it 2 p.m. our time, Eastern, right?
I thought it was around noon.
Noon. Oh, is it noon our time? Probably. Yeah, all right. So they're going to go over all the class changes.
At
All
noon
of them.
Eastern or 9 a.m. Pacific.
So if you didn't want to be salty on a Monday, now here's your chance. Go find out how they changed your class for the, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm sure healers are still going to DPS and Shin's going to
Fix bow mage.
Yeah. And then magic darts coming off your musical instrument will be fine. It's all going to be fine. If anything, please try to make it so that each class feels unique but still useful. Bard
news,
machinist.
All breaking news. Cleric stance has been removed from the game, and Scholar no longer has healing spells.
They
had healing spells?
Scholar
So nothing is gonna change. We're gonna AFK while the fairy does all the work.
Exactly.
Yeah. They just throw the book at people now.
I'm pretty sure what they're going to be doing is that Samurai is going to be an AoE melee DPS, like AoE heavy, because like that's the only thing I can think of that's a role that isn't already filled by anything. Like there's no melee AoE class.
We'll find out.
As we found out recently, trying to level characters, melee really, really sucks trying to pull.
There's a joke there. Just say.
You get a bunch of Lancers and make them try to pull things, and it takes forever because none of them can actually do anything. Eventually, I can't remember what one of our other FC mates, Chris, came in and was trying to pull stuff, and we just still was really slow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
On the plus side, though, you did get your Lancer to 15.
I did. So I unlocked Monk. So I can get
Did
Monk
you not
to
just do Adamantoise tiers.
Yeah.
No, pro tip. Great way to level a job from 1 to 15 in an hour. Unlock that job, go to Camp Tranquil, and spam to leave Adamantoise tiers.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
You see how my Discord name is 24 characters?
Yeah.
I have just a little bit of experience doing this kind of thing.
All right.
That's the fastest way to get from 1 to 15.
He's got all the FF14 speedrun strats.
Oh yeah, totally.
All right. Well,
I have been able to clear the starter of every city in about 2 hours 10 minutes. So
we may need to talk after this. All right, and since the servers are going to be down for 3 days roughly, forever.
You can catch up reading on the Crucible.
Yes.
Yeah, our entire archive is at the Crucible ffxiv.tumblr.com.
They also know about advertising like a shameless whore, apparently.
Listen, it's never a bad time to shill.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
That's the Crucible's motto.
Yeah. Speaking of
We are
shilling.
based out of Uldahn.
Speaking of shilling, we're gonna shill for a different MMO, but this one is still in the same realm. Final Fantasy XI has the return campaign, so if you ever played Final Fantasy XI, you can come back and try it out until the 29th, free, letting you come back in there for a little bit and play. So go ahead, I guess, for the 3 days, go back in, get your, maybe have like a little bit of an anniversary celebration and see what's going on in Vanadil. Maybe.
Yeah, Misery loves company.
Yeah. Go out in the desert, face north, wait until exactly 12:45 a.m. when the wind is blowing on the 30th day of the month, and you might be able to craft an iron broadsword.
And this just in, live breaking news. This just in, Fanfare World technical difficulties. Y'all broke your server. According to Awkward in chat. Yeah, we knew about that early on. We saw that everything went down. That's because we wanted everybody to come listen to this episode of Maelstrom Radio. We were like, hey, listen, we're on Fanfare. How do we get everybody from Fanfare to come listen to this? I know what to do.
And sabotaging the server.
As soon as it went down, I went to Reddit to figure out, like, is it just me or did the server actually crash? And then there's a whole bunch of people, so I'm like, yeah, damn it, our server died.
Yeah, all 8 people that are on Fanfrit.
Oh, no.
We have like 12. We have also some of the best names hands down across all of the servers.
Also
We've
true.
had this
I don't know,
confirmed by
man.
people that have gone to multiple servers.
Mm-hmm.
Galmung has suddenly spiders.
I don't want to alarm you guys, but there's a Paisa with a gun in the chat.
That's about average. I don't know why you're alarmed. This is like Oakland during the riot.
A normal thing, but it's not abnormal.
Normally,
What are you talking about?
Paisa with small sticks and knives.
No, this is
our
like,
Paisas are highly evolved.
you ever see videos of Oakland during the riots? This is like Maelstrom Radio. There's Pisces with guns here. I pissed off somebody with that. There's some person we're gonna get angry mail. All right, gonna get angry mail. All right, so let's also community news. We want to, of course, say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in Eorzea, except the ones that are on Fanfrit. You can't play right now, which is unfortunate. But still, Happy Mother's Day.
The mothers on Fanfrit can come and watch us, so
Yeah.
they can know what not to do when raising a child.
Happy Mother's Day. So if you're a mom out there playing Final Fantasy 14, first of all, high five to your significant other for taking care of the kids while they let you level and not have to deal with cooking or cleaning and doing normal mom stuff. Let you game today. It's your day. Maybe Shin's day? No?
I don't got a day.
Maybe
That
you're
fell
like
about as flat as your ale.
No, well, I'm saying he's the FC mom. So,
I never show up anymore and don't talk to anyone.
just like my real mom. Just the same. You're all hurtful.
You don't say that.
You don't say that. It's my mom.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I didn't.
Maybe someday you'll find someone that loves you.
No, no, no. Oh, God, he's dying.
Your mom just walk into the room?
Oh, God. Can't wait for this episode to go out. We're like, well, we killed a guy.
I am not going to die. It's okay.
He says that
He
now.
doesn't want to give you the privilege.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give you that boost to your ratings. Like, honestly, it's so beneath us to come onto this Laminson show.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was. You're like, yeah, since the newspaper, like the written word is a dying art, so you gotta come on the radio.
Well, that's all because you Laminsons are illiterate.
Oh, I don't know if that's true.
The Gregonians are your only audience, and that's just kind of sad.
Yeah.
We're not allowed in Gridania because Green Rat's a bitch.
Also, like, who cares? You'll note that we hate on Limsa a whole lot, and we hate on Ishgard a whole lot, and we don't really say a whole lot about Gridania. And that's
No one
because we
cares
only
about
write
that.
about things that matter.
The woods don't matter. Nobody likes trees. I mean, you guys do because you write on paper. So, that's fine. So we have some questions for you. They're not trivia questions, though. Although I thought about that, I was like, "How to
Where
shame
were you
them?"
the evening of July 14th, 2017?
Yeah.
That evening has not happened yet.
I realized that after I said that.
I'll be at your mom's place.
Oh!
Should I come and visit, or should I just stay away?
Oh, you might want to come
It could
by
be
with
a family
Father's Day
reunion. You
shirt
can meet
after.
your dad again.
Yeah. It's okay. You should go because you could see what disappointment in your mom's face looks like after him.
I love
Yeah.
love that the punchline there is, yeah, no, he totally fucked your mom, but like,
Yeah,
he wasn't great at
he
it.
wasn't great.
Like,
So
Either way,
speaking
I
of
still win.
disappointment, I think we should start.
you're all bastards.
Said the dying man.
Famous last words.
We do have some questions for you guys though. It's in some of these are serious. The first one is how did the Crucible start? I just want to know how you guys got the idea behind doing something like the Crucible.
Can I handle this one?
Yes, you totally can.
This is my favorite question to answer. So what happened is we've been RPing on Balmung for the past like 3 years, I think. Honestly, I lose track of years.
So many
All right,
questions
so-
answered.
Yeah, there's a lot more unanswered now.
Well, we've been doing that for a really long time, and I got to the point where I got a second account because I needed more characters.
Because he has a problem.
I have a serious problem. And so it's this point where, like, when you're putting characters on Balmung, because you have to pay to transfer, you may as well just make 8 and then transfer all 8, even if you're not going to use them, because like why pay for more than one transfer? So I had a bunch of placeholder characters, and there was a point where I was like, just as a challenge to myself, I would like to make a character that is Uldahn that I don't fucking hate. Because I tried that with Ishgard twice, and I failed both times. But like, I have like 6 or 7 Limsa characters, or at least that are cool with Limsa. It's like I like to set little challenges for myself that way because it expands my viewpoint and helps me appreciate the setting. So like, I end up pitching this idea to Bahamut because we work together a lot in this regard for this new character, and we both really wanted to play this character, and we're like, well, fuck it, let's just make them twins. Then we can both play. So that's the Way Twins, and then
Who own and run the Crucible.
Who own and run the Crucible in character. And we ended up making the Crucible as like I had this idea at like 3 in the fucking morning. Like, I'm tired as hell. Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious? Because we were trying to come up with business ideas for like, what do the Way Twins do? It's like, wouldn't it be
Because
funny
they're richer than God.
Because they're richer than God. Wouldn't it be funny if they fucking ran a tabloid? We could write that because I needed things to write anyway. So we sit down. That was back in September. We sat down and wrote out like 30.
It was actually August. We had the idea in August. We spent all of September prepping to debut at FanFest.
Right. So yeah, we ended up doing it that way.
Did you end up debuting at FanFest, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. We had been posting things before then, so that there would be something for people to look at.
No, our very first article was the Monday of the week of FanFest, so that people could go to the site and see that it wasn't empty. Um, we got, what was it, 250?
We
We
got a
got a bunch
lot.
of
Oh,
yeah,
the flyers. It was 250.
yeah. We got 250 flyers printed of our very first cover, and we handed those out at FanFest. Um, the Friday of FanFest, our cover feature, like the article that took up the most space on the cover, went live, so that anyone who got a cover and was curious could go back and see what exactly was on it. We passed out all of the flyers, all 250 of the flyers.
There's a lot of
got
people at
passed out.
FanFest.
Yes, and a lot of people that got interested. Most notably, Koji Fox.
Oh yeah.
Tell the Koji Fox story.
This seems like
So-
something he'd be in.
So, important lesson, kids: don't wear motorcycle boots to a convention.
Especially not in Vegas.
I wore motorcycle boots because I didn't have shoes that didn't look like shit, so I took my boots. I did not consider that I would be walking and standing a whole lot that weekend, so I had like really bad blisters. So on the second day of the con, I basically took this strategy of like, okay, I've got my lore book, I've done all the other shit.
We beat
I've met
Merchline EX.
we beat Merchline EX. By the way, I cut the ever-loving shit out of that line. Now that the statute of limitations is over now, I feel so sad. I cut the ever-loving shit. I cut like 300 people in that line.
Speaking of us causing trouble at FanFest, were you guys there?
We were.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember the Brute Justice chant?
Yes.
That was
That
me.
was us.
Seems
We
about right.
literally started that.
We started that chant, but right. So Koji Fox. So I spend the second day of the con basically just sitting at the fucking front, and like I don't want to walk anywhere. My feet are terrible. And this son of a bitch calls me and is like, "Hey, Koji Fox is doing autographs. You need to come stand in line more." Like, you fucking asshole. So I end up getting in line. Gives me his fucking bag. We wait in line. It's like 45 minutes. It was miserable with blistery feet. But it was worth it because we get to the front and we get to Koji Fox and his face fucking lights up when he sees these stupid fucking flyers. So we ended up getting him to sign one for each of us, and we were like giving him one, and he was like, "Oh, this is so fucking cool! Like, do you guys have more of these?" And so I just grabbed like half of what we had left and just shoved them in his hands, like, "Yes, take these."
No, it was probably about 10 to 12.
It was half of what we had left. We had like 30. It was like 15, dude.
He asked for more to pass them out in the dev room.
Yeah, according to what he had said, they either are or were up on the wall in the dev room, which was real fucking cool.
And we have that on video.
We also gave one to Soken, but I don't think he totally understood what it was. His English isn't the best, and it was right before the concert. He was kind of like, it's okay,
Sure.
thanks.
I swear to God, we're not doing this to him. I just want to let everybody know we're not killing him. Just want to make sure, just in case he shows up tomorrow missing, and it's like, you're like, wait a minute.
Well, he better not be missing tomorrow. We have an article slotted for then.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Hey, you
wanna-
pre-post them beforehand and just get them to auto-post at the time?
Well, we run pretty close to the wire most of the time.
Yeah, you want to know how professional we are? It's still not done. That's how professional we are.
Yeah, that sounds
Uh,
about
I
on
don't know
par
how
with us.
professional we are. Friday's article was finished like 5 minutes before it went live.
You do the Maelstrom Radio way for.
No, okay. At the beginning of the month, I slot out what every article should be and when it should be posted, and then we run close to the wire every time. So we know what we're doing in advance. We just don't actually do it until the last minute.
So one of you is.
Every month we say like, yeah, why don't we do like multiple articles in advance? That'll take we'll just have it done. We won't have to worry about it. And like, yeah, that's a great idea. That's super awesome. And then we don't do it.
Yeah, no. all bullshit aside, we are actually going to do that for June because for I don't know the first week, maybe two of Stormblood, we're going to be so completely involved in the expansion. We're not going to write anything new. So
I
we're
have to
starting-
level 5 samurai.
So we're gonna build a cushion. Plus, we don't want to post any spoilery articles for a while, at least a month after early access.
Honestly, we'll probably just call everything that happens in advance anyway when we're bullshitting. We
Yeah.
do that all the time. Hey, just calling it out now. Nanamo is actually Alamigan and is going to end up taking the throne of Alamigo. And Vidergelt, even though he is in line for the throne, is just going to end up marrying Nanamo because they're into that.
I want to tell the story about Ilbert and the Griffin.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
the morning of patch 2.5, we both got
3.5. You fuck.
3.5, whatever. We got up when servers went live, and we did the story together to get ahead of spoilers. And we were just talking about the Griffin and how much potential he had as a character. And I forget which one of us said it, but we went, wouldn't it be awesome if the Griffin killed Ilberd and then we ran Baelsar's wall and we
Guess
were
what?
wrong?
I called it. The Griffin does kill Ilberd. That is
You're not wrong. Just like when we called at FanFest that
Yeah. Go with it.
the
Tattoos?
tattoo thing.
Huh.
We called the tattoo thing at FanFest, and that happened.
Okay, if we're doing this, I called Shirogane housing at FanFest.
Because you're a fucking prick.
Because, okay, after they asked the question, everyone went, Amigo, Ishgard! As soon as the room went quiet, I stood up and went, Doma!
All right, Mr. Fancy Pants. With the
We also called the vampires in advance.
Wait, are we Forsaken World? Wait a minute. This is Forsaken World? No Forsaken World. Am I the only person that knows that MMO?
Yes.
Get out. Get out.
I have heard of it, I think, but I don't know anything about it.
How am I the only person that has done his MMO studies? Oh, that's right. That's right.
World?
Forsaken World, yeah.
Here's a great secret for you. I fucking hate MMOs. I despise MMOs.
Fucking shocker from the guy that pays for 2 accounts.
Hey, listen. It's actually 3.
No, Patreon pays for the 3rd one.
Yeah, but, where do you think that money would go if it didn't go to the account?
Yeah. Flattest knows a lot about. Everybody's in chat's like, wait, pay attention to important MMOs. I know a lot about an MMO. Like, it's a sad amount of MMOs. I've played over 23 MMOs, most of them to max level with characters. It's pretty bad on this end. Most of it for study, because it's a lot of it was because I enjoyed MMO as a genre of gaming because it was so interesting on the social aspect. So it is. Listen, it makes for interesting conversation when you can sit there and say, "Hey, this X game does this. Why can't Final Fantasy XIV do X?" And it's something. Some of the but some of those things are entirely easy. We did a whole show about FC housing or FC like improvements they can do. Trust me, sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Only sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
What would be great is if they like this is something I've wanted to do. I already run some markets on Balmung, like basically racketeering level. That's what Balmung market's like.
What the fuck is going on that server?
Listen. Balmung is a wonderful magical place to make money and destroy souls.
Okay,
but like, what I really wish is that I was able to run like some kind of collections racket or like protection racket or something. Like I would love so much if I could like just get an FC of like 30 people and just like
make an in-game Yakuza.
You mean like they did with like the Sims 2 Online where they had the mob on The Sims 2 Online that would like go and beat people's characters up and like kill them and shit. And, like they would like force them to give them in-game sim money to pay them off. I'm not kidding. That was a thing. Go look up The Sims 2 Mafia.
I was more thinking Eve.
Or Eve, yeah.
Yeah. Running a literal mafia.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like every single time I ever say anything as far as like, well, I think FF14, I want FF14 to have this. It's either a case of literally everyone wants that, or I'm just crazy. I had people on my ass like, how can you say you don't like daily quests? It's like let me just sit down and do Sahagin bullshit for 8 hours and then never have to do it again. That would be awesome. It's but it keeps people coming back, and it's like I don't care.
To me, it's like, all right, the daily quests, like the beast tribes. I think after like now that we're going in Stormblood, they should just take away the
lift
the cap on the older beast tribes and just let people go ham on them. Because there's no point. Like at least it'll get people out there doing that shit. So
people blitz their mod dance.
Yeah. All right. We do have more questions for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's hear it.
Yeah. All right. So Shin has this one highlighted. What are you most interested in learning about with the release of Stormblood?
Weebville.
Yo, Jimbo.
Yo, Jim.
Yo, Jimbo's the fucking coolest goddamn motherfucker in the Final Fantasy series, and I cannot fucking wait to kick his ass and get that fucking sword. I want it so bad.
I'm with you. I'm so fucking with you.
Fucking Daigoro mount, you fucks.
You're telling me there was a guy in fucking Final Fantasy X that you could pay so he could fucking kill things for you? Yes. I'm telling you.
Cool as shit.
It was the coolest.
He's back, and he's a literal Yojimbo. He's just fucking the bodyguard. It's the best.
Chili in chat, Lava Scorpion lore. Sweet precious
here's
shit.
The Lava Scorpion lore. Lava Scorpion was created when a really ancient demon, right, that was like constantly just puking fire everywhere. He had a ring to prevent him from puking fire everywhere, and he dropped it into the lava. And it kind of just became sentient and then turned into a centipede. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about a game that has a good boss.
Legend of Zelda?
Dark Souls, man. Centipede demon, come on. Ceaseless Discharge drops. Yeah, I'm gonna be that asshole right now. I'm gonna make the most obscure fucking reference ever, and then get.
You're about to drop Ceaseless Discharge in my fucking. Things I never thought I heard on my show is Ceaseless Discharge. So let's keep moving.
Ceaseless fucking Discharge.
All right, let's keep moving. All right. Well, how do you guys come up with your articles? Like, we heard you like the planning out phase, but like, how do you get the idea? Like, well, this is what we want to write.
All kinds of bullshit. We bullshit with each other. We talk mad shit. Sometimes we see current events, and it's like, yo, we could totally make fun of that.
Yeah. Last week we put up an article about the Fire Festival, and what would happen if Ebony Way, resident witch kid, attended Fire Festival. Spoilers, she committed a mutiny and murdered a bunch of people.
There may have been cannibalism.
All things aside, was a great article, have to say.
Honestly,
thank you.
That article is really underrated in my eyes because it didn't get a lot of attention, but it has one of my favorite gags that we've done probably since our very first month. The gag in that article that I really like is that we start off with an anonymous source, and then because we're so fucking incompetent, we end up outing the source by the end of the article.
Yeah, if you read it, it starts out like an anonymous source reports, and then as it goes, it just adds a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until finally it's just, oh yeah, so Ebony Lay. Like,
another gag of ours, the one that I was referencing, our previous one, very first month, we wrote an article on Zenidra from Equalite Radio, and she was some body-snatching, soul-stealing monster, and the only way to defeat her was by saying her true name.
3 times before she could hit you.
But the thing is, her name is a string of unpronounceable symbols.
I went out of my way to make it. It is literally not pronounceable. Like it's 6 different languages worth of characters, and none of them, like, there's not even a sound that can come out of it. It's amazing.
But going back to how we come up with some of our articles, our best ones are whenever we say, "Hey, I've got a horrible idea." Then the other one goes, "Wow, that is really bad. Here's how to make it worse."
It's pretty much what we do.
That kind of sounds like our planning process for Maelstrom too.
Yeah. Actually, that's how Maelstrom started. It's like, I got a really bad idea. Hey,
It
Shin, you
started
want?
because it was like, hey, do you want to do a podcast?
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of the time, for cover features specifically, I have an idea, but I don't have people to fill it in. So, what is it? It's May. For May, our main cover feature is basically a Hollywood style spat between two women. And I originally had the idea like 2 months ago, where I'm just like, what if we provoke a fight between 2 total strangers? And we eventually ran with that until it morphed into what it became now. And it just so happened that the 2 people we picked actually know each other in and out of character and had previous beef with one another.
Yeah. So please look forward to the article tomorrow. We're gonna stir up some serious shit.
I always look forward to articles that stir up serious shit.
Akmorn, I know we're supposed to wait, but I just have to get out of the way. Like, yes. 100% yes. And so not only is that the case, but her sister is Tara Way because of Tara Gillespie, which is the author of that amazing fanfic. And then their dad's name is Gerard Way. And then their mom's name is Amelia Lee Way.
Her maiden name is Lee. So we're just gonna go off into the Way Lee family tree right now. So that's the main family.
I love that this is
have
No. They also have a sister named Annabelle Lee Way.
Because we wanted to bring it. We wanted something that can be both preppy and goth.
Exactly.
So we're referencing Poe there, and we brought the whole joke full circle with their aunt. The Way twins have an aunt named Lulu Lee Williams. So Lulu for FF10, and then Williams because Abigail Williams from the actual Crucible play.
Oh boy.
So, yes. Every single name for anything related to any of our products, like,
is a joke.
We know it's intentional.
For our listeners out there that have no idea what My Immortal is, it is a Harry Potter fan fiction, and if you've not read that, go read that.
And for reference, the original whole discussion was kicked off from the question, is Ebony Way a reference to the world's greatest fanfiction, My Immortal?
My Immortal.
Which we didn't actually mention during that entire piece.
It's true, yeah. We didn't even get the question out. He just started answering the question.
Listen, I got excited, and this is why we do print media.
And this is why it's so much more fun.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
I think we're finally ready to move on to the next question.
Yeah. Do you ever? Do you guys ever like cut articles out? Like, is there a time where you're like, "Oh, that's not as funny as we thought it would be," or it's not panning out the way we think it should, so we got to cut it?
At the very beginning, we wrote a lot of articles up front to kind of try to find our voice, but ever since then, we've rewritten articles plenty of times. And whenever that happens, we end up posting the original draft to our Patreon, patreon.com/cruciblefxiv.
We have a wide variety of reward tiers and all sorts of interesting and fun things for anyone who wants to kick even just $1 our way. There's all kinds of cool shit.
Shilling aside, the only time in my memory that we've had to actually cut an article, like completely just scrub it, and not reference it ever again, there was one article we did that it was pretty early on, I want to say in probably January, where we got a little too real with
We went
our
a bit
parody.
far.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just-
There were mistakes on both sides, okay? Because on our side, we completely misjudged how far was too far, especially given what was going on. And on the other person's part, because we always communicate with people before we write about them, we wouldn't want to fuck with someone's perception of their character without their kind of permission. But on their part, in our defense, they did say go wild, and we did go wild.
we just fucked up because we were so excited about the finished product that we pushed it live before clearing it with them beforehand. And it went live. I went to work, and then 5 hours later, I have a message on Discord saying, "Hey, the subject of this article is pretty pissed."
Whoops.
So I had to go through like every single person that reblogged that article saying, "Yeah, can you please take that down?" And I ended up buying the dude a time card as an apology.
So that is
Wow.
actually the only article that we have ever deleted, and that's not going to be on our Patreon. As we felt very bad for for upsetting him. So we ended up that will never be posted publicly anywhere in any kind of form, and we're not
We
going
may
to
try to
discuss what the contents of it were. But let's just say it was really bad, and we're not going to go there again. And also, for future reference, we've had a lot of people volunteer to be part of articles, or we'd ask them if they would, and they're cool with it. That then say we're like, "Hey, do you want to see the article in advance?" And they go, "No, surprise me." Listen, if you say surprise me and you get surprised, that's on you.
It is policy to ask to run articles by the subjects before they go live. We've had articles run late because we have had to wait for the final okay from the subject, but we will ask you every time we're writing about you whether or not you want to hear about it.
Real Chili in the chat just asked, it was anti-Lala material, wasn't it? See, I'm adapting. I know how this medium works now. And the answer to that is we're not going to tell you what it was. Please stop asking.
It was anti-something.
It was bad. It was very bad.
Listen, being a Lala is anti-Lala material as it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also,
All
you
right.
can totally blame Bahamut for that article. It was entirely his fault.
Yeah, it was. I'm the one that went up to the subject. I'm the one that actually wrote the entire article, which some of the jokes on it are the best jokes I've ever written, but still.
And that was the article that I happened to read and catch on my Twitter feed that started our whole feud. It was great.
Wait, was it?
Yeah,
Like 2 months
I
ago?
think they're talking about another article.
No.
Oh, there was an anti-Lalafell one because I
No, it
remember.
was anti-hero.
Yeah, it was anti-hero, right? That's the one that started it all.
It was the unicorn frap article.
Yes, that was it.
Midlanders are confirmed the worst.
So the funny thing about that article is we also cross-post our stuff to Facebook just because we want to reach as many people as we can. So whenever we cross-post to Facebook, we usually take a separate screen for the Facebook link just to make us look a little bit more #professional. So the screen that I took for the unicorn frap article, it was actually just a screenshot of my main, not in disguise, not in a brand new outfit, just in her hipster outfit.
Because she's hipster trash.
I leveled warrior to 50 for a single stupid joke, and that joke was Uggs.
That's dedicated. Listen, there's a lot of things I do. I don't think I'd level warrior to 50 for an Uggs joke.
We go to absurd lengths for very stupid jokes. That's just
I'll just-
The worst part, that screenshot didn't even show off her Uggs.
Yep.
It showed
pretty-
her in the hipster glasses with the Moogle axe, but no Uggs.
No
Let's
Uggs.
stop holding things up. You got more questions for us, our lovely hosts.
Yeah. Did the lore book, the one you cut in line, I'm sure, at FanFest, did the lore book change the way you handle your articles?
It gave us more ideas.
Yeah.
We do reference it, and it's actually the lore book is what inspired me to use the tag on it, like where Eorzea's most reputable news source since the second Astral Era, or was it the first? Either way.
First.
Yeah, since the first Astral Era, because the lore book confirms that there is absolutely no written record from the first era whatsoever, which is the joke.
Yeah, the lore book, it didn't necessarily change much of how we operated, as much as it added to what we already do, because we already knew a lot about the lore going in because we're smart.
Because we're obsessive.
Fuck it. I don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, but toot!
Now, do you find anything like as stuff comes out or they release new information? Have you ever gotten back and had to like revisit articles or anything?
That's the great thing about how we operate. We can just write about something we've already written about and not even reference it because it's all part of the gag.
The gag is that we are like the literal, like very bottom, like absolute most trashy fucking publication ever. Like I don't want to spoil what it is, but we have a gag coming up in a while that's going to be the funniest goddamn thing, because for anyone who's paid attention to us for a really long time, because they'll see like immediately that we are hard contradicting ourselves. It's going to be great.
Leave it. Oh, tell me that one in Skype. I can't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So why he does that?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There was one article we wrote about the true identity of the Griffin, and that was a fun one because we accused Memphilia of being the Griffin. And we're bound to write about Memphilia again sometime, and we're just not going to reference that article at all.
Surprised you haven't like decided to like go beyond that and just say Memphilia is like totally like excellent journey, like as she's traveling as the Mother Crystal through the other worlds and shit, just like she's collecting
we write from the perspective of we're very ignorant about what's actually going on. So like anything that happens in MSQ that is not like something that literally everyone should know, we either get just drastically horribly wrong or just never bring up.
Plus, we should not be allowed in character to know about parallel worlds and alternate universes because things go so bad.
Just like Memphilia's on her Eat, Pray, Love tour, and we have no idea what's going on.
You bastards!
All right, that one's ours. That one's our fault. All right, so
the next one.
Yeah, so our not really a question, but Limit Break Radio, a podcast who I don't think we've ever mentioned on the run of our no, we've probably mentioned that we met them out at FanFest.
We have mentioned them before.
We have mentioned, but not in this vein. They had put out a Venn diagram of all the Final Fantasy 14 podcasts. And I was like, what's this now? And I looked, I was like, everyone was on it mostly, except us. And And I was like, wait a
There
minute.
was a few people. I came back and I had like 3 or 4 people that I had to add.
Yeah, Mulgo Around wasn't on there. But I don't. Chili still made it on the list though because he's on Phoenix Down Radio.
Yeah, but Chili makes it on every list because he's literally on everything.
That's true. So I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, well, it's probably our fault. We do not advertise enough. So having gone and looked, it happened to be that you guys came out and made fun of what we were like. Well, I guess we didn't make that list.
Well,
I
so
remember our reply.
it was originally, I think it was Scarlett who posted and actually mentioned us to them, which brought the post to my attention. And then I threw out the Crucible Moogle Around, the Moogle post. I can't remember if I put anyone else out as well.
It's probably someone else.
There's probably someone else that I'm forgetting.
But having gone and looked at the Venn diagram, it's easily like we as a show are oddly enough, even though being 37 episodes deep, we're still fairly new on the scene. And
Yeah, I hadn't heard about you guys until FanFest.
Well, that makes sense. We didn't really do a whole lot until FanFest.
Yeah, that's right. And it's probably fair to mention that we started and then we took a break, like a hiatus of sorts, for 3 months, and then we were like, I went to shit. And I was like, I'm going to fucking FanFest. And he's like, you're going. And he's like, okay, going to FanFest, I guess. and
Pretty much how it went.
How it went, and I think it was FanFest that really lit the fire under my ass for this show, and I was like, we got to go back and do Maelstrom Radio. And a lot of it,
I don't think it was after FanFest, because leading up to FanFest, we had like a 2 or 3 month hiatus there.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't leading. It was at FanFest. I was like, this is Maelstrom Radio is happening. It is happening. Because I think a lot of it was because the Venn diagram showed like content creators, and I think what you guys do is really great, and I think it's smart and it's different, and it's
We fill a niche.
Yeah, you very very much do, and I think it's harder for Shin and I to fill a niche because we aren't like a lot of like I said, people had pointed us out as, oh, you guys should be next to Phoenix Down Radio. Yeah, no. We fit somewhere in there, I guess. I don't want to say that we're terribly informative. We give you the news, but I think a lot of the thing is that Shin being a developer and myself being a guy who's played a shit ton of MMOs, just an absurd amount. I like asking a lot of the questions of why is this a thing? How can they do it better? And also try to bring in some form of comedy into that. So it's a mixture of ha 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 jokes, ha 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 tough questions, ha ha jokes. Because I think it's stupid as that sounds. I think we fall somewhere in the middle between Phoenix Down and something that doesn't exist yet. So because I don't think there's a lot of podcasts asking. Like, they'll talk about Final Fantasy 14, but a lot of them aren't going to talk about World of Warcraft, aren't going to talk about Rift, aren't going to talk about EverQuest or WildStar or any other Forsaken World, for fucking Christ's sake. But
Neopets.
Yeah, Neo fucking Penguin Club. Oh, rest in peace, Penguin. So, but you have to, for me to say, I'm going to sit on any sort of format, be it written, be it radio, be it just me doing a YouTube channel. I want to be having some knowledge of other games out there before I can speak about this one. So yeah, and it's at least I can pride myself in that. Hey, you know what? Behind my head, I have a Rift Collector's Edition because I have Rift. In my closet, I have a Warhammer Collector's Edition. I've played a lot of fucking MMOs, and a lot of them did a lot of cool shit.
What we learned from this is if you buy the collector's edition for the game, it's probably
Yeah.
going to fail after a few years.
That's the rules.
Well, shit, that's not good news for me because I bought every 14 collector's edition since 2.0.
Nah, it's
Fucking-
just flattest.
Yeah, it's just me.
Get away from
Don't.
it.
I bought the collector's edition of this MMO, like all of them, and it hasn't failed yet. So-
Did you buy it back in 1.0 because
No, I played beta. That one got a warning shot.
I just like to say, on the off chance that someone from Square Enix ever hears me say this, like I'm so desperate for this that I'll take any opportunity to maybe have them hear this. I will buy anything, any kind of package you give me for this game, whatever it is, if you give me an account-wide Fantasia. Like, just like I bought the Heavensward Collector Edition twice because like it's $20 for $80 worth of Fantasia. Just come on guys, come on. Fantasia.
like an unlimited Fantasia, that's a certain amount of money that you'd buy, and then it's just unlimited that you can just constantly use.
Dude, if I could give them like $100 to have unlimited Fantasias for a single character.
Listen, that's not a bad. Can that be done? Like, it's $100 in your pocket.
No,
I guarantee there's people that do it.
well, yeah, but they would lose so much money on that because there are people out there like them that spend over hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Fantasias. I'm pretty sure that's how half of the development gets funded.
Guys, this is why you have a developer on your show.
Data center.
This is why you have a developer on your show. Because I asked those questions, I was like, yeah, that seems like a thing could happen. He comes back, he's like, no, money. No.
It's really interesting to be on the other side because on one hand, it's like, yeah, consumers, let's help you. Like, that would be awesome for people to have this. And on the other side, you can actually see the data. And it's like, well, people still give us money for it. It's like, I could charge you a $15 subscription or a $12 subscription, but why would I charge you $12 if you're still willing to spend $15 a month? It's great. Terrible for consumers, but great.
So
oh, sorry. I can't speak for everyone, but I will say that I will buy basically anything if it's account wide, and I buy pretty much nothing otherwise because I'm fucking cheap. Like when they were like, hey, they were like, hey, so Sleipnir, like no one fucking bought it because of course they fucking didn't. So what we're gonna do is it's like, hey, it was $20 for like a month. It's gonna be $12, and it'll be account wide. I was like, done on it. Bought it same fucking day because Odin's the coolest, except for Yojimbo now. Yojimbo.
But Odin who? Fuck him a gym.
Dead for $20.
I wonder if. I was gonna say I wonder if Yojimbo's gonna be the next Odin, like he's a traveling fate.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Like he just
Maybe
walks along
the notorious monster.
Like he walks along the roads of Doma, like Doma, like just along the roads, and all these just with him, and all like he's like to fight him, you have to give him gil. That'd be great, like enough gil. People have to just donate gil to him to fight him.
Oh my god!
How to introduce money things.
Markets.
I did.
Nah. What it is you go up, and you can pay him to attack other people.
I'm sold.
Give me 50,000 gil, or I'm gonna pay Yojimbo $1 million to kill you.
Sold. I would love the people going broke doing that. They're just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll make this money back. Watch this. Hold my beer. Watch this.
Fuck you in particular.
Yeah. Just aim some guy.
FC house to level it.
No.
That's one way to solve the housing problem.
There you go. That's why we can't buy houses as soon as the game launches, because they have to put in the mechanics for all the houses being demolished by a Jimbo. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, do you either of you have any closing thoughts on writing, or do you think people should go out and maybe start more things like the Crucible? Do you want to see more content creators in the written form?
No, because then we'd be less special.
yeah, no, like, you know what? Creativity is a cool thing, and like express it, and yeah, like, no, fuck off. Go make music or like videos or podcasts or I don't know, like art. Make fan art. Fan art's awesome. We'll never have too much fan art, but like, fuck you. The Moogle Post is already better than us. We don't need other people.
There's one more. There's one more written. Well, two more. There's one that's Balmung specific called the Crystal Chronicle. They're an actual newspaper based out of Balmung. But there's another
See,
Moogle Post.
there's a reason I name dropped the Moogle Post and not the Crystal Chronicle.
There's another Moogle Post type publication that's, I think they're just starting to launch. They are called the Tail Feather, Tale Feather, and from what I've seen of them, they look pretty cool. They're more. It looks like they're more doing what the Moogle Post is doing, so I don't have a problem with that. But yeah,
I would just like to point out that like I actually do love the Crystal Chronicle, and they're great. We have a lot of fun with them, and like kayfabe aside, like they're cool people, and I'm glad that they exist, and they can go suck it. Crucible's way better. How dare they slander us in their paper? This is a war that will never end.
We will not rest until we are at war with everyone in the community.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys. Like, if you ever want to have us back, we will happily come back and chill more.
We're also always down for yo mama jokes on Twitter.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I just want to let everybody out there that know if you think that us and the Crucible actually have any sort of fucking beef, it's not real.
We do.
shouldn't want it to be so real. But no, seriously, it's just it's two accounts like fucking taking jabs at each other for if anything the stupidity of jokes. So it's fantastic.
We love you guys. Like, it's
So much fun.
great to be on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
When the first shots of our war were fired, I went on Skype and I went up to Sephiroth being like, this is literally what I wanted out of our Twitter account.
He's like, finally, it's happening.
So yeah, come at us on Twitter, motherfucker. We'll serve you.
Yeah.
Fight
Hey,
everyone.
we fight right back.
You started off so strong there and you ended so weak. You're like, yeah, come at us, motherfucker. We'll serve you some delicious treats. Some delicious tweets.
Speaking of getting served, we do on the Crucible, we do letters to the editor every Thursday, and we try basically to roast the people writing in because, oh, you're so stupid, you have to ask someone else for help. Here, let me tell you how to live your life.
I would like to clarify that Bahamut handles that department entirely.
So, up until
so wait, you're probably the reason why no one's written into this show yet, because I was like, I've asked for like Tataru and Tataru and Pippin fanfic, and that's yet to be sent in.
Yeah, we actually have not successfully gotten any fanfic despite asking on multiple shows.
Yeah.
well,
I'm
it's
really
a
glad for
fanfic
this, but
traced by the FBI. If you're asking for Tataru and Pippin,
They're not children.
Fanfic.
They're not children. I said, listen, keep it sensual, but not sexual. That's all I said.
Hey.
who is the other mixing person you had in there?
Oh, Wedge, but Wedge was
Wedge.
yeah, but what because Wedge
him in there.
because Wedge is the beta male. That's why.
Oh, Jesus.
It's apparently a love triangle of Wedge, like, and Tataru and Pippin.
Yeah, Wedge is the ducky. You know, if you want to go the 16K.
Note.
Oh no, he's obviously the bottom. Oh no. Oh. Well, this has been a show.
This has been a show.
Yeah. I wanna thank.
Yo,
Go ahead.
before we get kicked off the stream, I want to use this opportunity to plug our giveaway. Up until May 25th, you shut up. I will take any chance to plug this. We are giving away a time card, a set of Amazon DLC, and a digital collector's edition of Stormblood. All three to different people. But you need to follow the Crucible on either Twitter, Tumblr, or Facebook, and you need to submit either a letter to the editor or a classified ad. Either of those will put you on the list, and on May 25th, we'll just randomly draw 3 names.
And we've had people write in and say shit like, oh, well, it's not even worth it. Like, what are the odds I would win? Like, you'd be fucking surprised. The odds are really good.
They're really good, yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Do you post all of the classifieds that you receive?
We do, but they're on a schedule.
Classifieds go up on Saturdays. Letters to the editor go up on Thursdays.
And you post all of both of those. I might be asking for a friend.
We do post all of them. We don't pre-screen them in character. Like, we got a classified from the Crystal Chronicle. Basically, the first half of it was saying, oh, I dropped my purse filled with 1 million gil. And then it cut off and basically started talking shit about us because we don't read past, oh, someone lost 1 million gil? I'm going to go find it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We do have like very, very, very lenient guidelines as to what we'll accept. So don't.
Perfect.
Don't.
I'm just gonna start sending in missing connections.
Oh, that's perfect.
from about Eorzea.
Do it.
There was one that had a let's call it a fetish for King Mog.
Recently saw a man saw you at up at Dravanya getting rubbed down with oil by a warrior of light. Instantly fell in love with you. Please get back to me.
You called me firm but nimble fingers.
Yeah, you called me firm. Yeah, you told me I had firm but nimble fingers. These just write themselves at this point.
Do it. Submit all you want, man.
We may.
We cross. Well, not really. For letters to the editor, I also basically screen grab them, pretty them up in Photoshop, and I post them to Facebook as well. But there's not really a pretty way to do that with the classified, so those just kind of stick to Tumblr.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Tumblr. I'm surprised you guys didn't follow.
Speaking of which.
We don't want to catch whatever it is you guys have.
Episodes. Audio quality. So on that note, speaking of shilling, we let you guys shill, I think, throughout the show and your contents. By the way, guys, go. It seems simple enough. If you want an easy way into winning something, maybe go submit a classified and talk shit about them, us, yourself. I don't really care. But if you want free shit, listen. Crucible's trying to give you away free stuff, and you can't even get if you were in part of like Canada, which you couldn't even get the North American DLC. Like Shin has tried and couldn't get it. That's one way for you to get it, and if that's don't hold back, because your chances of winning are pretty high. Just like we said on our show, your chances of winning our contest were always pretty high. So the worst thing you do is not try and enter. So.
Yeah, I think we got about 20 submissions so far.
I just want to mention, if you are in England, the codes don't work.
Yeah,
they're North America. They don't I'm being serious. Like the codes don't cross the pond. Like
they don't, unfortunately, unless you're in the UK and have an NA account. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that could be possible. If you have an NA account, let's just say if you have an NA account, you go for it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, Shin, you want to go ahead and tell the people where they can find us and listen to this episode later?
The garbage at the bottom of the trash compactor. You can find us live usually.
This isn't Star Wars.
It's true. You can find us live every week, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Pacific, apart from today, which is just kind of special. We will try to put the show again, replayed, just recorded, tomorrow during the normal time slot. For those who prefer to not listen live, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, or Stitcher, as well as visiting our blog, which you can subscribe to.
Someone just died. I think he might have died.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
We're almost through here. You can find our blog at maelstromradio.com, which, as Flattest mentioned before, is on Tumblr. So go ahead and follow us if you'd like. You can email us anything that you'd want to send in, thoughts, opinions, whatever. Send us ideas for classified ads to troll Crucible with, show at maelstromradio.com. On Twitter, you can watch our feuds and fight back and shitpost at maelstrom_radio. On Facebook, at facebook.com/maelstromradio, or here on Twitch at twitch.tv/maelstromradio. As well, if you're looking for something to do and you're really, really bored, go check out the Crucible, ffxiv.tumblr.com.
You can also follow them on Twitter at Crucible at ffxiv. So, thank you, Bahamut and Seyfarth, for coming on this Sunday and hanging out with us and teaching us a little bit about what you guys do and how the Crucible started.
Yeah, it was a great time. I appreciate
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in the future you'll be able to hear what my voice sounds like when I'm not dying.
That would be nice. We'll get you on once the plague leaves your body. So
the sultry sounds of the Uldahn.
Yeah, there you go.
Those fucking Baladians.
All right. Well, I'm gonna mute everybody in Discord. Mute everybody in Discord. And do one of these because I can't. Thank you so much for joining us here on Maelstrom Radio. I want to thank again Bahamut and Seyfarth. Please go to their Tumblr and go check them out. It's worth a read. You'll need a laugh when you're on break at work. It's a good way to spend a little bit of time just reading something. For Shin, I'm Flattest. This has been Maelstrom Radio. You can join us on Famfrit, Garuda Gang, and we will see you all maybe in a week? Maybe. Till sea swallows all. Keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is a production of MaelstromRadio.com, Blackfire Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Opening theme provided by Benjamin Anthony James. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Ben773. Our outro is provided by Sodo. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Sodo. Views and opinions expressed on this episode are those of Maelstrom Radio and their hosts, and do not reflect the views and opinions of Square Enix. And until sea swallows all, keep listening.